welcome back here. And here's what I did. Took my table saw, and for the most part, I use my digital. Let me see here. Anyways, it reset. Darn it. Anyways, I took my digital caliper and I measured basically where I wanted to measure using the outside gauge actually, and see, outside to outside. So I put something flat on top, like a level like this, and then I measured going like this. Let me see if I could put it in a better position here. I'm just going to show you really quick what I did to get a straight cut. So, for example, I'll do it right here, and I just basically pushed off from the bottom because it had a little lip here, and just measured from the top, and it came out to like did it in inches, came out to like 3.05 inches. So it's a little bit shy under an eighth. It's about 1/16 of an inch over 3 inches. And basically what I did is I set it to 3 inches because this is about an eighth right here on the blade. So I said, well, let's make it easy. 3 inches using the outside, measuring outside, measuring the inside cut to the blade, because remember I did 3 inches instead of 3.05, and measured from top to bottom. Got my fence there to work for me, and it turned out to be a pretty nice straight cut all around. I had to adjust the height of the blade as I was going around, because you can see seems to be a different thickness, especially when you go around the corners. And but before I did that, I almost dropped my what do you call it? Oh, yeah. I almost dropped my digital caliper, but you know what? If I did, I wouldn't mind. It didn't cost a lot. It didn't cost me $100. But the straps were on here, as you recall. And this is, of course, the handle. And some of you are probably cringing looking at this, but I basically cut this off, and then there's the pieces in the back here that held the pin in, was the hinge. Cut that off, and basically you're probably wondering how I did that. Well, remember this? And it says what? Come on, focus. Will it focus? There you go. It says wood and plastic. What do you know? So very easily just zip right through this, and a very nice clean cut. So that way it just gave me a flatter surface to work with, because when it was on it, I couldn't get it. It wouldn't work anyway. So I had to cut them off. Same thing on the back side here. Just simply, simply zip, cut them right off. So, anyways, you're all probably dying to see what happened. There was a lot of plastic flying all over the place, but let me cut out and just clean things up here a little bit, and I'll show you what what I got. All right. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming back here. Show you what I did to make some room here. Let's see what I did do. Okay. Uh, let's just take you out. Oh, let me pan down here. Let's show you what the bottom part at least. You know, I think we can do that, right? So I moved everything out, but let's you finally want to see the cut up of it. There you go. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see that? May have to move you around just a little bit more. Move you back here just to get that view. Alright, there you go. Could be going down a little bit more. So, there you go. That's it. Here's the cut up version of it. As you tell, it was a hollow frame around it. It is attached. I can't, unless I cut the whole thing out, don't want to do too much of it, but it fits. And I kind of made sure that it would fit. I took it and put it in here and I said, yeah, great, it fits. So I figured cutting it would be a good way. I only got one. I'll show you. That's the 1/2-inch drive. I took everything out. Before I cut the case, but I wanted the tray. I wanted it to be like a tray. So that was the point. So now it's all here, and the sizes, I made sure I didn't cut out the sizes, so the sizes are still there. All the sizes are still here. I did make one mistake. I accidentally put this tray onto the table while the blade was, I turned it off, but the blade was still spinning. So I got a little nick right here, but you know what? It's not a big deal. There, it still snaps in. Snaps in a little bit better because it's not pushing up against the wall here. So, oh man, oh, this is great. Self-organized. I didn't have to buy any more stuff. I just had to make a little modification to the case. I wasn't gonna have the case anyway because this is gonna be in here and it's not going anywhere. So it's my Father's Day gift here to myself, and I'm pretty damn happy I made it. Alright. Now I know these drawer slides aren't, full extension ball bearing, but man, they still work. Oh man. So here's the other part. I push it in there so I could give myself some room to leave stuff like, it's not like it's not going to come out, but you do something and you don't want to lay it around anywhere. You just you want to put it in close to where it should be going anyway. So, oh man, look at that. That's part of the tray that came in there, so it just fit in really nice. Put this back in. As you tell by the wear on this, this is where this one goes, and that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to put it right on top. Keep it nice. And, oh man, look at this. This is the other tray that came out with it. There we go. And yeah, this worked out really good for me. The bit sets, as I showed you, all this. So it even says top, but okay, so I'll just put it on top. Now you're wondering what happened to the other, the top portion of the fold out. Well, that's where I'm gonna now take you guys out here. Originally, I was gonna put it in here, but I forgot that it doesn't come out as wide as it does here. So after I figured that, I took all this out, and after I figured it didn't work, I thought about it, and I made some rearrangements in my other drawers. Of course, this is the same from last time. This is almost the same, except I added this down here and the sander. I think I had this here last time too. But here's the major difference. I had to make some room, so added more stuff in here. This is the freebie. Finally took it out, made more room. So, and then definitely made a lot more, put a lot more in here. Of course, this used to be down below there, I believe, because I had to take everything from the bottom and put it away. And yeah, so this is how this came out to be. This pretty much stayed the same. I didn't know what else I could do. I know I wanted this, but here's the change here, and I'll take you guys out now. So I already have a screwdriver set over, as you can see over there. So you know, I can always grab something like that. What I liked about these here is they really have a good magnetic tip. So let me try to demonstrate for you, because it can literally, pick this up compared to, you know, the freebies, right? This is the freebie. Sorry, picking up other. So, oh boy. So they have a pretty good magnetic tip, and that's the first thing I noticed when I was playing with this. So this is the freebie, and see, it doesn't pick up that good, because the other tip on this really sucks. Not that great. But this one, which came with the set, look at that. They're both magnetic tips, so they kind of really hold it. So just want to show you guys that. And you were wondering, but probably not. Okay. Now I messed everything up. Sorry. Had it set where, okay, there we go. So I put the screwdriver set in here, and let me get the flashlight. So I put the screwdriver set in here, and there's the long one. So I figured that I could probably use this mobily. If not, this is going to stay here so I can use it. So it's not a big deal. And then the micro, and yeah, this is borrowed, by the way. You know how people always come to me, they want to borrow my floor jack or other stuff. Well, I needed a gear wrench, and well, someone let me have it. Not have it, but borrow it. I got to return it, but I'm going to put it here in a safe place where I can lock it, so when I can give it back to him, because you know, I expect the same from other people. So here's my precision screwdrivers, and they're Phillips and flatheads here. So I figured this is the appropriate place for that, in this drawer here with all the freebie screwdrivers. And then the pliers and the adjustable wrench here. It's not that big, it's small, but you know, there's sometimes you just need something like this. Yeah, I just put it right here. I put it right here. And so this is a great spot for it. It's not just, you know, automotive. I can use it for general purpose. So that worked out great. And then the Allen wrenches, which I already have a set, a pretty good set. It's not here, it's actually in it's right there, as you can see. It's in my bucket, so I'm not too worried. So this could be used for automotive. The problem is it's not labeled or anything, and plus if you all remember the I think it's this set. I think it's this set right here. Nope, it's the one before it. It's the one before it. This one has Allen wrenches or hex wrenches here, and they are labeled here and here. So one's metric and standard size here. So, you know, it's not like I missed out on anything. And so that's kind of what I did, and let's see what I did. Yeah, nothing changed up here. And so so got a little bit more room up here, kind of freed up some space. So now I could, you know, I'll put this here to keep the screwdrivers in line here. You know, they don't jiggle around, and plus I can, you know, have some gloves now, and then put whatever else. This I used to have these up here, but they're gonna go back where they belong. And then the sandpaper, and unfortunately the sandpaper, and you know, if the siphon, my sandblaster gun, you know, I might have enough room right here to put it in, so it may go back in here, maybe not, I'm not sure, but they got the boot, you know, so, but who knows, maybe I'll change. But anyways, if I ever need to grow this, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy another one of this. I'm gonna buy another one because this is the same concept of the two compressors. You know, actually the two compressors and this actually are the same price, ironically. But you know, the same concept. I'm not gonna, you know, link. I guess I could link them, but you know, I got double capacity, double CFM, just by linking hose together like this, and I paid, you know, just about the same or half the price as the 29 gallon, right? So, and easier to move around, easy to, if I, whatever, you know, sell one, keep one in the garage, take one out in my truck, or portability. Same thing with this. I may be able to link one. I got these extra, you know, things here, which are the handles that you choose from, but I guess I could make something. So if I got a second one, I could attach them, but probably I won't. But what I could do is I could have one that's strictly automotive and the other one for general tools, or you know, I doubt I'll break up the set. Oh yeah, another thing is, man, there's a lot of things you could put down under in here. And so if you're wondering where my other pieces of sockets and everything went, you can see my air ratchet, my air grinders back here, the torque wrenches in the back. I could probably, it doesn't, yeah, there's only room in the back, so the torque wrenches in the back, you could probably kind of, oh, I guess you can't see it. I can see it from here. So the torque wrenches in the back, in its case, scanners down here. What else is here? And also I added a tarp on the bottom here, so what else? Oh yeah, all the crescent wrenches, pipe wrenches, all the miscellaneous stuff. It all fits down in here, and my impact sockets here. My air ratchets down there on this side behind. Let me see if I can pull it out. There it is. Sorry if it's dark. So there's my air ratchet right there. So it's still here. I just put it down here on the bottom, and it has a lot of room for it, so I can still get to it. So it worked out pretty good. I'm very happy with this. So there's the update. I might do a second part to this, to the my Father's Day gift. Um, but let me pan down and I'll draw it out here. There you go. Happy Father's Day to me, and hopefully Happy Father's Day to you. Hopefully you'll get everything that you wanted. I definitely got what I wanted. This was only one on the shelf, and I grabbed it. Grabbed it early. It was a very early Father's Day, about a week, almost 10 days early. But there's only one on the shelf, and that's what I wanted. So anyways, feel free to comment, like, dislike, or even leave a video response. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.